Welcome back to the channel, The Healing Presence. I'm very happy that you're watching this video. My name is Laurence. I am a spiritual guide and intuitive teacher. And today I just want to share about the journey of starting anew in your 30s. So a lot of you know, or maybe you don't know, but I've been transitioning from the cultural industry, being a social entrepreneur, owning a production company, and producing and directing podcasts and traveling exhibitions. And also a lot of people have known me for my spirituality because I've been studying with an indigenous medicine woman, a traditional indigenous medicine woman, for more than 14 years. And never really done anything with it, meaning I haven't really brought my spiritual gifts in order to be of service to the greater good. I have done so within my productions, and in the way I was leading the teams, of course, I had a different way of leading, and it was very traditional and according to the principles that the indigenous people are living by, which are the principles of nature, and which are pretty universal, and which is something that I teach now because, anyway, we'll talk about that in another video. I just want to talk to you because starting anew is very frightening. I have been struggling with using my voice and sharing it with the world for many reasons. You know, the fear of being seen, the fear of being judged, you know, the fear of losing some friends, and maybe like being judged by family members, because I have been judged by friends and family members before for being spiritual, for being who I was, literally. So that's okay, it's part of the deal, it's part of life. Not everybody will like me, not everybody will resonate with what I'm sharing, but my goal is to find the people that my message resonate with, because I'm here to share those gifts with the world and with you if you're listening to this. And so this journey has been so amazing. So we have to go back into like when I started studying with my spiritual mentor, and then 10 years ago, 2016 is really when I started receiving like the teaching that has impacted my life in such a big way, which is called the Warrior's Way, which is a teaching that teaches you about, you know, the workings of the mind, the workings of the intuition, and how to align those two together. So really the Warrior's Way was the art of alignment. And then I've been, you know, practicing daily the art of alignment for the past 10 years. So I've literally been trained to do what I'm doing now, which is teaching and guiding people back to their essence and helping them find meaning in the hardships that they're going through, and turning periods of pain into opportunities for transformations that are bringing them much closer to their core, to who they are at their core, which is such a blessing and a privilege. So yeah, so I've been kind of wanting to do this for 10 years, but really I had to practice and I had to really embody and incarnate what I'm teaching, right? So now is the time, but still I feel ready to the core to teach. The only thing I got scared about is like doing videos and sharing my life philosophy online, you know, and because it could be such a harsh world, the online world, and I got a bit scared of that. And also I used to have a lot of followers on Instagram when it started, and then I deleted my account because of some people that were trying to tell me, you know, it's not good and don't show yourself on the internet and people can retain your information and your image and don't show your bum on Instagram and blah blah blah. So I deleted it. Which I got very frustrated about it. I got angry at myself for doing so, because I've worked hard to reach a fair amount of followers back then. But anyway, it's not important anymore. But it's like starting anew, and it feels like I have this big mountain to climb, and especially with the social media world, you know, I'm starting from scratch. I barely have an audience, it's only friends following me, and my goal is to actually share my voice more so I can reach the right people. And that's what you should be doing too if you're looking to attract a tribe and, you know, share your gifts with them and find dreamy collaborators with whom you can create such magical things and events and projects. So lately I felt stuck, like I said, and it's like, because the way I work normally is that I get into a room and then I tap into the collective energy, and then the worlds just come through and I can just channel a message. But now I don't have an audience. I don't know who my audience is or will be. So it's really hard for me to tap into the messages that need to go through. And there are so many things that I can talk about, literally, like I didn't know where to start, and I still, like, I'm just following the guidance now, my intuition, and I just want to share authentically that, you know, a lot of people have been reaching out to me to say that it seems like I have my life all figured out, which is not true at all. I have nothing figured out. I know what I want to experience in this life. Do I know which form it's gonna take or with whom I'm gonna do it with? I have no idea. But the thing is, I have tremendous faith into life's divine intelligence and timing now. Because for the past 10 years, I've been trying to surrender to life's intelligence. And I've been trying to put myself out of the way, especially this here, that wants to control everything all the time, that wants to know where we're gonna go, what time, what thing, you know, so annoying. But I've been trying to put myself out of the way so life had all the space needed to kind of bring forth the opportunities and the, you know, the momentum. And I've been taking intentional actions all the time for things to kind of come together, and that's been working, you know? So now I fully trust life because it's so intelligent, and I came to realize that the only thing I have to do is cultivate my own sense of presence. It is to tap into a higher state of being, and that energy is just attracting everything that's needed for me to live my mission, to walk with purpose. And so yeah, I have tremendous faith, and that's something that I want to pass down to you, because life is so beautiful, even though it's really hard sometimes and it slaps you in the face. It is beautiful, and everything that's happening to us is happening for our highest good, even though it doesn't look like so when it happens. And so this faith is something that I want to pass down on to others, because I feel like life becomes so rich when you trust it, and it loves you so much, and it just brings you whatever you need, and even more. So that's you know, I don't care not to know where I'm gonna be in 5 years and which kind of project I'll be working on, and am I gonna be like a well-known spiritual guide. I don't care. I just want to follow this calling, and I trust that life will bring me whatever I need to fulfill my mission. And meanwhile, I will just try to work on cultivating the highest state of being. I will share my love, my unconditional love with the world, in the real world, and on social media as much as I can, as well as my joy of life, my joie de vivre. And I feel like that's just enough, you know? So it's been a long time coming. It's been really hard. There has been a lot of obstacles and hurdles, but each of them was an opportunity for me to grow, was an opportunity for me to learn, and that goes for you too. All the hardships and hurdles that we're experiencing in our life are the greatest teachers, and it's like all periods of change and transformation is an opportunity for you to come closer to who you are at your core, to your essence. And we should take that seriously, instead of just fearing the change and fearing the uncertainty and fearing the lack of losing whatever you have. Because something that I've learned and that I know for sure is that life is always serving us, especially if you are in service to life. Life will always provide, protect, and guide you. And sometimes it looks like a breakup of a 2, 5, 10 years relationship, a divorce. Sometimes it looks like sickness, and there are many other forms that life can slap you on the face, but it's always an opportunity to grow. So that's that. And you know, social media can be a bit intimidating, meaning when you start anew and you start from scratch, really, there's not a lot of people interacting with your content, which is kind of weird because you pour your soul and you take all your courage to, record that video and use your voice and, and then there's not a lot of interactions. And then you're like, you can either think, oh, well, I'm not succeeding. It's only been like a month. And I'm not succeeding. People don't like me. I have no value. You can start doubting your value. Or you can tell yourself, this is just the beginning. And this is an opportunity for me to get out of that, get the rust out and, trying to get better and tap into more of your own inner voice and practicing. It's a practice and it's good if you make mistakes. There's not a lot of people looking at it, so that's fucking A, it's good. And so at the beginning I've been kind of, I'm human, so I was like, I don't know my voice, people don't like me, I don't know what to say, I don't know, and I was kind of feeling down a little bit with it, and now I just feel like, okay, it's good, I'm gonna do it anyway, and it's a practice, and it's an opportunity for me to reach other people that I wouldn't reach normally in real life, in my natural environment. So let's just do it and see what happens. And I have to do it anyway because I'm coming with you guys with so many great projects and collaboration, including retreats with indigenous people, traditional indigenous medicine, women and men. It's gonna be amazing, and I need to kind of share it with the world so people can come and participate and change their life with us. So that's the shift that happened. And also I'm like, I think I feel really more comfortable speaking, and a lot of people that have, my friends who have like big audiences have been coaching me a little bit, which I'm very grateful. And so this is your reminder for you to, however hard it looks, however, big your dream seems, they are there for a reason, and you need to follow them. And you need to, if you don't know how, then you just need to start. It's like trial and errors. You will never reach a goal without trying. And then, of course, when we try, we fail, but it's not failing, really. It's just lessons, and then you learn and you get better, and you do it again and you do it again, and then you find a momentum, and then things starts to happen. So even though my social media is not big, I don't have a big audience yet, things have been happening anyway, Like even before launching the Healing Presence, the website, my services and everything, I had corporate clients asking me to create meditations for them, as well as a masterclass, which is amazing. And it's like kind of guiding me, and now I'm creating meditations. It will soon be available on YouTube because I will share a little bit of the free ones here on YouTube, and then you can tap into the vibes, see if you like my meditations, and then you can buy it and download it and listen to it wherever you go, even though you have no service. So I'm very excited about that. And also I'm working on a retreat, a very special retreat with an abuela from Mexico, Wiharika from Jalisco, Maracame, and a dear friend of mine, Frida, that lives in Mexico. And we're very excited to invite you to Costa Rica for this first retreat that we're organizing. And it's going to be very special, in a very special place. The retreat center has 6 waterfalls on the property, and it's just overlooking the Diamante Valley in Costa Rica, and it's a truly magical place. So I'm very excited for this to happen, and to be working on this project alongside beautiful souls who are also following their heart's calling. And that's that. So this video was simply to just share a little bit about the journey of starting anew, which has been so hard, but also so rewarding, because every time you overcome a hardship, it's like giving you so much power, and you learn so much. And I hope you remember that even if life is tough right now, and maybe your mind is very loud and it's hard for you to hear your intuition, then Don't hesitate to reach out if you want to work with me one-on-one. I take only a very limited amount of people, but I still have place for you. So don't hesitate to reach out, and please listen to your heart. It knows the way more than this here. All right? You take care of yourself, and don't forget to cultivate presence within you. Life will provide the rest. I love you.